win the SMG fight early on? Who's going to avoid the grenades? Because LowLandLions were landing so many good grenades on Striker earlier on, sorry, City Streets earlier on. And this is definitely a map that you can get a couple of double grenades on if you go running headstrong into them. But I don't think that's going to happen so much. So, honestly, I just don't know which way this one could go. This is a pretty even game, I think, so far. I'm not going to call it.
Come on.
I'm going to sit on the fence like everybody else does on backlot.
No. What are you
No. LowLandLions going to take it, I'm afraid. I'd like to say Apex, but I think LowLandLions now, with the momentum they have, probably going to take this one.
You know, they're going to be heartbroken when they go to LAN and you just sold them out. They were in love with you. They're like, yes, D-Man's coming back and he's casting some of our games. This is great. And now they hear you saying LowLandLions going to win. You've just broken their hearts.
Just broken their little hearts.
Literally, they're shattered. If they're listening to the stream right now, I'm so sorry, guys. He loves you really, but you know, I can see logically where you're coming from, because you know you did note that this is such an SMG heavy map. If you've got a good SMG, they can take it away. That's why it's you know, had the titles of Fanlot before. When Fantasy gets let loose on this map with the SMG, it's so open to being pushed because you never can cover off everything. There'll always be one route open. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to go knifing for side. Maybe. We'll find out very, very quickly, I can imagine, when someone flies out into the middle of nowhere that they shouldn't have. Just give me a sec to work out if this is live or not.
No, it's knife. I saw Kixie go straight out with knife.
See, there we go. At least they make it simple for me. They don't do some really complex knife strategies. It's always a bonus. So they are just going to knife aside. Now, I think on backlot, it's even. You know, I don't think attack or defense is too overly sided, if I'm honest. Because on attack, you can literally break the defense anywhere. If you get the right push, you can go anywhere you want. And on defense, you can do the same though. You know, it's not too heavy one-sided. With the likes of Crossfire, you're going to want to be on attack. You know, it pays to win the knife round. On this, I don't think it's so pivotal. I think they can get away with losing this Apex, and I think, you know, I reckon they can go into this with a fresh face. I think, you know, Keck switching up with Leonidas on the scope will play, you know, a big part of it for them. You know, because then at least they have a completely new leaf. And that was a cheeky little knife going all the way.
That was a great distraction. Yeah. Three of them in front of him, and then he comes up behind him.
And I'll say he was a smart player. I feel almost bad now. I've been lying to you folks. I'm so sorry. We will see Apex picking up I think it's the defensive side. Maybe I lied. No, I didn't. There we go. Apex on defense with LowLandLions on attack. And, you know, either way, I wouldn't be too fussed. You know, if I was very confident in my SMGs, I'd be happier, personally, when I played, you know, back in the day on attack. Because you get such an open scope. You know, you can dodge the nades a lot easier, personally. You know, if you're going to A on attack, you know, you sit at elbow, you look up, and you go, okay, there's one fall in there, I'll just wait another second and go in. Whereas on defense with SMG, you're in a world of trouble. If they've got brilliant back A nades, you're locked out there for a fair bit of time, and it can be really hard work, as you say.
I believe Sensei was one of the ones that was scoping up back A, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's it's one of those ones that you don't often see the scope. I mean, it's always been a hit or miss sort of thing, but we are live, so I'm going to take it away. Yeah, I got to say it at last.
Wow.
There we go. I jump in front of you. I had to forcefully do that as well. It's all good. So, Apex starting out on the defense. And very steadily going as well, dodging those grenades. Alpha works his way through. Mark does take down Vato straight away. Alpha flashed up. It's going to try and get it towards the A site, but he's been shut down already. Delru was there. And immediately, Leo, with that scope, looks straight across. Can he see anyone in that A site? No, he can't. Cesium is going to work his way in towards the site. Sensei with that scope does take on down. Keck's also down. Delru down Cesium. And suddenly, Mark is thinking, Jesus, I'm all alone. And I am dead. 1-0, LowLandLions.
And Sensei truly had Leo's number there. I said maybe it'd really make Sensei actually on the back foot because he'd have someone new to play against, but he had Leo's number dialed down there, perfectly peeked him at top B and just shut him down. So I'm going to pick up with Mark here. He's on the defensive side, but he's going for a nice B rush. Let's hope to get some nice SMG frags coming out of this one. See one player just spots him. Does he get the frag? Gets the tag, and Vato gets the better of him after a little bit of a battle going on there at B. Sees him with the frag onto Delru. All even, 4 on 4, but for how long? Alpha getting tagged up from that front A area. He's got to sit back and recuperate some of that health. Kexi chiming in for one for himself onto Vato. Maybe Apex can pick this round up. Cesium looking strong. Pizzazu down. Now only 2 players to find. We've got Sensei still alive though, so let's not count this just out as of yet, because here we go. Picks up the first onto Alpha. Can he just claw back a couple more? You can see Prof just silently making his way to roof just to get a better, you know, overall sight of this map. With the AK to hand, I'm sure he can cause a hell of a lot of damage from up here. He's just trying to clear out this B area for his teammates so he can make a bit of a push towards it. Now, we can see there's a player by back tin. They obviously don't know that. They may have an inkling, but they definitely will be able to pin him down. So we can see the rotate slowly happening from the Apex side. Leonidas in spawn, ready to go to either side. Kex back tin. And sees him just sitting and holding A, just to make it even harder for LowLandLions to ever rotate. Senzai now getting his way towards B-bomb, darting across. And they know it's a B, and here comes the action. Kexy's literally just been walking around a player and spots him, does drop Prophecy, and now here we go. Leonidas shuts down Senzai without a lot of trouble. A little bit of revenge for last round, I can imagine, and all even.
Very good play there. And a needed round. It's always good to get it for tat on them rounds, and you don't want to suddenly fall behind. And this is a map where you can really just drop them rounds so quickly that you just think, what the hell? Hang on a minute, we've just gone 3-4-0 down. But Alpha taking a peek. They're very slow into this A site. They've really been struggling against LowLandLions. They've not been rushing into there, and maybe that's their choice. But LowLandLions are happily picking them apart once again, and Kex having to desperately back up. He's trying to cover off his scope. Delru, though, is working his way in. Alpha has picked up a kill. Pazazu immediately replies. And that was over at the A site. Leo getting tagged up here. He's with that deagle now. Delru takes down Kexy. Leo's trying his best with that deagle, but Delru going big again. And, well, it was another easy round for LowLandLions. They seem to be getting their big quick rounds.
Yeah, they seem to get into the stride thing. I've got to pick it up with Pazazu on the attacking force for LowLandLions. Drops out a flash to mid. Darts across to B though. Maybe we're going to see a bit of a B split coming out. Yeah, just to avoid the nades. Going back to A, waiting on the smokes. His teammates get into top A. You can see there's no players in A yet for Apex. And here we go. Prof kicking it off with the frag onto Cesium. Mark with a reply onto Vato though. Tit for tat, as I love to say. Leonidas getting the better of Senzai finally. As Apex have the advantage at last. Pazazu still on the hunt and smelled down Alpha. Hunts him down at the back of the A area. Gets a little bit of spam for his troubles though. I also like saying that hell of a lot too. But Prof with another onto Mark, and LowLandLions seem to be feeling this A side out. Just making sure they know where all the players are and just diving back around to get that bomb. Delru on the mission to pick up that bomb in the L-bend section. Coming back round. Still has to get to this A-bomb site. You can see him running with his head down if you don't know why the hell he's doing that. It's not because he's having issues with the mouse. I know it looks like it. It's to avoid any easy shots coming in from Leonidas, who's now having to rattle off a couple towards A. Not managing to land the shot. Kexy does try and spray out a little bit towards that garage area. Does manage to land a tag onto, I think it must be Delru pushed up. It's actually Pazazu feeling aggressive. SMG to hand. 2 players to find in mid now. Kexy and Leonidas holding hands in the grass currently. It's like a romantic movie. They're sweeping through mid, but there's 3 players standing in their way. Delru with the first. Can he get the second on the Kexy? Does get the tag, but Pazazu will dive in there and shut him down. It's a 3-1 now. LowLandLions seem to be feeling comfortable now. I just hope Apex switch something up soon.
Yeah, it's in danger of slipping away here. Let's see though. It's early days. Kexy again, tossing out those nades. Alpha does land this one onto Prophecy. Leo has got himself in a scope position. Different time this time. Looking across towards that A site. Sees him go big there. Picks up double kill. Can he get a triple? Yes, he can. Going through with that deagle. He needs to make it count. Delru is the last man standing. He's in the garage. He peeks across, catches a glimpse on Cesium there, doesn't manage to take him down, gives his position away, and a very, very quick round by Apex. Again, I'm getting these really quick rounds. It's all good.
Do you want to take another?
No, go for
I'd
it.
never deny you. I know you're a bit of a diva in eSports.
Oh, yeah.
All these demands. You know, we had to get you like 50 bottles of water before you'd even think about this. But let's pick it up with Mark now, trying to just hold back this A site from the onslaughting LowLandLions side. Does manage to make his way towards that A-bomb season with another frag doing oh so well. Does dart into A. Now Mark has to kick into action, shut him down. Finally does it onto Vato. Took his time though, didn't he? Jeez. And now Senzai backs off into L-bend. Has to regather some grounds and maybe stands a chance to get a shot. But you can see Leonidas challenging him wherever he goes. He's not quite sure where he is. Pazazu does take down Leonidas though, and that just alleviates that pressure from Senzai. So he can just start having a little bit of freedom. Now, Delru towards MG. There's a player just to his right who's surely heard him drop down. It is Kexy now. Just being very careful. He doesn't want to give anything away. And you can imagine Delru's going to be peeking this corner to the right. Surely he will just run into Kexy. He does get the better of him as well. And now they've opened up this B site. They can get their rotate on. They just have to get running. Senzai just gets his sprinting shoes on, darting across the slower B section. Can he get there before they even bother to peek? Yes, he can. Delru gets tagged up, but now just sits back. He's got his player across the B, and that's all he's been asked to do. That is exactly what happened. Now he can chill. Pazazu getting some trouble there. By spawn sees him getting the better of him, but now LowLandLions on the disadvantage, but with the bomb down. So still, it's quite even, because Apex have a time limit to this clutch. So we can see Senzai holding the laundry area with Delru in top B. Now Apex have to push all at once to lock these two players down because they will be holding this crossfire against each other and leaving it rather late. 20 seconds almost on the board. They do drop a flash out to try and get the player down by that car, and there's the first frag falling to the feet of Delru. Dropping down, sees him. Can Sensei go huge? Yes, he can! Picks up 2 quick frags onto Mark and Alpha, and so well played from them, setting up a perfect crossfire, picking up the exact times they had to. Really, really well played.
Yeah, definitely a 3-on-2 situation. They had to really close that one out, Apex, and that could be the difference. Certainly between the rounds. Would have been all square at 3-3, but instead we are staring at a desperate 4-2. And again, Apex struggling to lock out this A site. They are really not getting in there first. It's been LowLandLions sort of getting in that position every time. Delru again on top. Directly up there. Leo has gone down again to Vatu, not having any fun. Delru with an easy kill on the back end of Mark there. And well, Kexy's going to have to go huge here. He's trying his best. Now Mark with it all to do. He's going to have to go so huge for his team. I can't even find him. He's just hidden. Where are you? There it is. It's Alpha. That's why I can't find him, because it's the bug. Delru has gone down, though. He's got one. Grenade comes across. Tries to go sneaking across. You are going to go straight across. Open land. Catches a glimpse of one on top of Shanti. And taken down straight away Pazazu. Or Tin, if we like to call it in the modern days. But it's always going to be Shanti in my days.
You're catching up, and let's see if Vato can turn it up a gear to catch up to his teammates. He's only on 3-6, but a beautiful spawn. Can he utilise it to its full ability? Feeling confident, darting straight to A. 2 players in front of him. Can he get over the frags? I think it's Alpha who's going to be sitting back very defensively behind that red container, where I think Pazazu killed him last time. But Vato holding hard. He knows he's got the push. He doesn't have to overly do this. He could let his teammates get into A, get that bomb down, and just sit there, comfortably watching the cross. To see who it is behind that red container. It's actually Mark now. He has to lay down some fire. Does pick up the first. Does pick up the +10 through the wall. He just doesn't even need to see players to get the frag. Leonidas one for himself onto Prophecy. And now Vato with it all to do. Can he shut down Mark? Yes, he can. 4 players to find. Spots one towards that garage. But there is a Leonidas, I believe, in spawn. So I wouldn't peek too much. It's not actually Leonidas. It must be someone else, because Leonidas is in that top of the area. Picks up the bomb, but Leonidas gets the better of him. And Mark, what a round. Drops out the lol. He literally got a +10 through a wall without seeing one single player.
And they're the sort of rounds you need. So let's follow Delru and Vatu. Are they going to get rushing into that A site? Going to be wary of those shots coming through the wall on that mark. Grenades go out. Smoke goes down, and again they are really getting the full advantage of this A site. They're getting in so much quicker than Apex can handle. Mark does take down Vatu. Peeks across, and again the shot's coming through. Delru gets tagged up heavily. Leo takes him down as well, and this could be another great round from Apex here. Sensei coming around, tries to scope up, looks across towards Leo, doesn't find him. Kachi's got Pazazu with him. Kexy has gone down, and his Mark is still alive around that side there as well. And now Alpha taking down Prophecy. Suddenly Sensei and Pazazu in this A site are all alone. Mark just around the outside. Alpha as well with him, taking a peek. Oh, Sensei gets spotted, and immediately the shots come in towards him. Pazazu does take down Cesium though. And now it is all on Sensei, surely. Pazazu with him. They have not got the bomb. It is loose at the moment. Pazazu coming back around. Sensei's doing his best to sweep around and try and keep any vision on anyone at all. Anyone that decides to show themselves. Pazazu trying his time. Mark, surely, just look at that. Baited, waited. Didn't even go for the shot, just wait, didn't even look for him. Oh, just gets tagged up. No, but that's going to be Sensei.
Oh.
Mark going huge for it counts. And that's 5-4. And they are right back in this game.
I don't even know how they're adapting, and they're making it so slow. They're not even bothering going into A at the moment. It's a very different strat to what we've seen so far from the Apex side. So let's pick it up with Delru, see if he can break that new style defense we're seeing brought out by Mark, going for a nice push through side A, not feeling too contested as of yet. Cesium dropping his teammate of Prophecy. Delru needs to get this frag to open up mid, and Pazazu does it for him, just helping him out. +10 right in front of him. Pazazu, no! Don't shut down your own team. He's got a player in front of him. But there we go. Pazazu makes up for a nice deagle onto Alpha. And there's a 2-on-2 now. Sensei, Vato have to get this bomb down. It seems like they're going for the A plant. Vato just keeping them busy at B, but he's keeping them very busy as he drops down Leonidas. And now Kexy in a world of trouble with 2 players to find and a bomb to defuse. That seems like a bit of a task even for him. So he knows there's a player towards that MG area. I think, sod it, I'm going to leave you for a bit. I'll come back to you later. So I got to get going. Sighting about 26 seconds on the board. Darts onto this mid fence just to get a little bit of distance while running. Does get tagged up from that MG area, and that must be Vato who's now closing in behind him. Senzai just sighting in, drops down, does get the frag, and there we go. Really nicely played once again from LowLandLions. As soon as they get in those 2-on-1 situations, 2-on-2s, they close them out so well. They're just playing very, very well as a team together.
Yeah, they are closing it very well, like you say. And like you mentioned, it's an unusual A strat they've been using, but it's semi-working for them at the moment. But LowLandLions are so quick at getting in there, and again, Vatu in that site, way ahead of anyone else from Apex, and just taking the time, not getting caught out in the rush, not getting caught in the nades. And Mark, again, holds weight. Vatu drops down, and again, he just seems confused. He's like, why are they not here? Why have I not got anyone to shoot? I don't get this. I don't like this style of play. Vatu, well, they're in that defensive position. Delru with a bomb. They have everything covered. But as you can see, from Apex's position, Alpha sat back, Mark sat back. They're ready and waiting. Leo finds Senzai. Now they have the scope down. Can they start clearing things out? Pazazu also in there. Does catch a glimpse. Takes down Cesium. Comes straight across. He's going to try and get around the backside of Alpha, but immediately tagged up on the backside by Leonidas. Nicely done there. Kexi also covering. And again, well, LowLandLions, they may have this A site covered, but they are well aware that it is not safe yet, because Leonidas is on the prowl, going big when it counts, scoping across. He's got Kexi covering him. He knows that side is completely covered, and Vato has to go huge here. Comes around. Leo's there again. Jeez. And that is a big, big round for Leo.
The way that Apex are playing is so against how they moan at teams at the moment. They'll say, oh, I hate people who play so, I hate people who play defensive, but I don't think they actually... Oh, they do have an SMG. I've got to pick it up with Cesium. He's the only SMG at the moment for Apex. Going for that B push, feeling aggressive. Smokes in front of him. Mark picking up the grenade onto Pazazu. Can Cesium cement this round? Can he just claw another frag back for the good? So player just around the corner from him. He's holding the angle. Vato picks up the frag onto Kexi, though. Delru shutting down Cesium for all that trouble. But now... advantage finally within LowLandLions' fingers. Can they just close out this round? Not before Leonidas can take us down and shut down Vato. And now Senzai has to get a pick just to help his teammates out. You can see how defensive Mark is being. He's literally just waiting for that plant. He's not going to peek before. He's not going to bother. He'll hold his own push, which is that side A push, and wait for that bomb. And over towards the B site, we can see something similar happening. Alpha in that midsection trying to help his team out, which I do believe... Who is that? It is Leonidas holding his own push. You can see how slow this round is going right now. Delru feeling adventurous, going towards top B. He'll be running into an angry Greek man with a gun soon if he's not too careful. And here we go. There you go. There's the... Oh, he just stopped sighting at the worst of times. Leonidas gets the better of Delru. But now Leo's got to be aware this may be a B push. There may be more players around him as Prof lets off a shot. Does give away where he is, waiting on Leo to peek. Does once again look away at the worst of times. Leo with another frag. And there we go, Senzai, last man standing at the B bomb site though, does get tagged up, does drop the shot onto Alpha, fantastic. Oh, Senzai, what a shot! One more player to find. Mark, last man standing for the Apex side against Senzai, who's going absolutely huge right now. Mark spots him crossing over towards that car. Can Senzai lock out this round? If he gets this frag, I will be so impressed with the way he played. I could never take it away from him. And there we go, Senzai getting the better around. And the better of Mark, and what a round. Did you see that shot he pulled off onto Leonidas?
That was amazing. He went balls deep and pulled off a sensational double shot there straight away. Peeked straight through the wall and then flicked across straight into Leo's head. Amazing stuff. And what a big round. Gives them that 7-5 advantage that they needed. And it was, you know what, it could have gone, but to go back to 6-6, LowLandLions would have questioned themselves, I think. If they'd have let that go back to 6-6, and they think, what the hell just happened to us? We had such control on this. So, how are they going to react to this one? Apex, they were slow on the defense, if that's even possible, but they are going to try and go quick. And, well, it's always nice to see one of your fellow casters get kicked by
fellow caster.
So, here we go. Apex on the push. Kicks with the bomb. I'm not going to follow him. I'm going to switch across to Alpha, taking a peek, gets flashed and taken down. No, he actually took Pazazu down through complete blindness and does manage to get the kill. Delru, though, on Kexi. And Leonidas going big, takes down Senzai and Delru. Cesium on Prophecy. Suddenly, as Vato has to go enormous for his team. Can he pull out the clutch? He's got them all around him, every single angle. And Alpha's there. 6-7, back to it.
I'd feel so baffled right now if I was LowLandLions to go, you know, from a team who are so defensive to the people who are rushing in my face. I've got to pick it up with Mark. He had the best spawn out of the lot. SMG finally to hand. Maybe he can put it to some good use. Drops down 8 towards B. Got to avoid a couple flying in here. Does get tagged up, but doesn't manage to drop. So now he goes for a bit of beat. Spots on towards that Rahul. Does get the better of Delru. Shuts him down. Sees him in one of his own onto Pazazu. I think that's the SMG threat now down for LowLandLions, and it is exactly that. Mark and Cesium now can just roam free with the advantage. 5-3. And now LowLandLions have to get their asses into gear. Prof trying to go through mid. 2 players behind him. Shots being rattled off towards B. Leonidas just taking his time, trying to not go overly aggressive here, because there must be a player still by B. He can sense it, but the bomb is nowhere to be found. It is in A with Kexi, so they've got to be careful of this Senzai player who's just about the place. He does shut down Leonidas, and there's Cesium with Kexi, so now they're trying to get the numbers into A. There is a player waiting to pounce. Who is it who's in A? It's Vato, sitting keen under A, and maybe, just maybe, he can stop this plant. Here's that being rattled off. Does go for a little bit of spray through. Nothing coming to the good of that, because he's not quite doing it to the extent Mark was. But he stopped the plant, which is exactly what he needed to do just for now. And maybe Prof can get some work done. Not before Mark can shut down Senzai. This is a little bit close. Prof and Vato to go absolutely huge. Prof dropping out of mid. Vato rattling some shots. He does manage to get into it. He does drop Katie, but can't shut down Cesium, who shuts him down in reply. So now Prof to pick it up, but he can't do it as Mark dives out towards back A. 7-7. If I was LowLandLions, I'd be questioning what the hell's going on right now, because we just let a team get back into this game.
Indeed, they pulled it back to 7-7 on District, and, well, it went very much in Apex's favour as soon as that score started to go their way. Can they do it again? Following Leo, he's going to go for a B push. Grenade down on towards Sensei, so Mark picking up the first frag. Cesium onto Pazazu as well. LowLandLions starting to fall, starting to flake. Leonidas making his way in towards that B sniper. Realises that he's already taken Sensei down, so now he's got an open view of the map. Switches Deagle on Delru. Delru taking down Alpha at the same time. Vatu on Mark. Cesium going looking for frags. He's going to find one round this corner any second now. Oh, he thought about going for the knife, but had to go for the kill instead. Vatu now last man standing. Got to go big. Cesium, and I think it's Leo with him. He's going to come around the corner, find one in a moment, just gets a glimpse, and it was Cesium. And again, well, I think for the first time in this match, Apex are now in the lead.
They are. I think this is the first time we've seen it. I'm going to pick it up with Pazazu, who's got a nice B spawn. Maybe he's going to try and rotate around the back of the Apex side and just herd them into a smaller section, because right now they're running absolutely rampant over this map and just demolishing anything in sight. So Pazazu making his way up this B street. Players to his right. Hasn't spotted any as of yet. And now they're just taking over this mid area. Mark darting out, clearing out as much as he can. See 3 players for Apex in this mid building. Just holding it off, just to let Alpha get those peaks. He's doing exactly that, shutting down Senzai. Getting tagged up a touch, but getting the better of Prof as Pazazu finally darts around, does shut down Mark. But now Pazazu on the hunt. Player in front of him doesn't spot Leonidas. Gets shut down with a cheeky deagle under the fridge. And now a 3-on-2 has come about. Apex with the advantage. Kexi going for this A plant. You can see a player just behind him. It is Delru on the prowl. Gets shut down by Kexi. But one more player to go. Vato, last man standing, gets to get the headshot. Sees him tagged up by Leonidas from that plane tank. Gets the frag onto Leonidas. Suddenly it's looking almost possible. And just Kexi to find. Kexi with a confident deagle, though. Peeks out of A. Vato didn't expect that from him. And, you know, I can't take away from Apex right now. They are deserving the way they're taking this. Yeah,
they are on a charge here. And we question the defense. But honestly, I'm questioning LowLandLions' defense right now, because they are being romped through. And following Delru. Delru, whoa, has got Cesium with a grenade straight away into a Vatu right in front of Delru. Good job Delru stopped, because that could have been a +10 straight away. Alpha taking out Pazazu as well. Delru will make the shot towards Cesium there, going a bit too aggressive. He's going to find another in the corner as well. It will be Kex down as well. And it is a 3-on-2. Alpha realises Delru's there, takes him down straight away. Very nicely done. And a quick closeout by Mark there onto Sensei, stabbing the corpse as well, as though it's get right in the corner.
Yeah, indeed. So let's pick it up on the scopes. Leonidas doing so well for his team so far, leading the way on the scoreboard. Quite unheard of for a scope on backlot. But he's feeling rough and ready. Darts out towards B just to peek the cross. An interesting way to do it as well. He's going for the prone just so he doesn't get peeked by anyone, and that's exactly how you do it. Drops down Senzai, forcing him to drop that scope as well. Sees him with one for himself onto Vato, and here comes the push. Mark darts through mid, drops down Delru, kicks with one for himself onto Pazazu, and now Prof in a world of trouble. Picks up the first one Mark. Can he get the second into that SMG player towards A? Getting tagged up from side A. Bricks has to be careful, but he's being careless. Darting around with 4 players alive. Spots on the top A, and Alpha gets the better of him. 11-7. It's LowLandLions don't have a reply for this.
Wow, 11-7. They, like you say, they have no reply. They've not done anything. It went 7-7. It's now 11-7. They've pulled 5 rounds back to back again. This is exactly what I said Apex could do before. Kind of expected LowLandLions to pull a bit more out though. And Apex are going huge. Remember, they are going to I-45 shortly as well, or at least that's the plan. Pazazu goes very aggressive though, finds Kexi through the smoke, gets back in there, finds Alpha in the smoke as well, comes through, tries to go with a knife, instead shuts down Cesium, and well, that was the round they needed. Why did they not do that before? Pazazu suddenly goes huge.
Just let this man go wild. Give him an SMG, point him in the right direction, and just let him go. Jesus Christ, he just did so well. Literally took absolutely no prisoners, darting straight through A, goes down side A, does pick up like 3 frags in Elben. Delru kicking us off in the right direction for you LowLandLion frags fans even, as Alpha picks up a frag onto Pazazu, sees him with one for himself onto Delru. This is looking like an Apex round, and this could just take it almost that little bit too far for a LowLandLion comeback. Let's find out with Prophecy and Senzai last people standing even. Prof in that shanty town, as I've heard it's called now, and Senzai in top B. Senzai just watching that bomb site, misses the critical shot. He's got to be kicking himself for that one. As the tag's coming towards his teammate, which was Prof, who's got to be careful, because that is literally like a paper house. You just don't want to be getting fire in there. Let Senzai do the work while you cover him off, as Senzai darts around with the Deagle to hand, does get his teammate finally stepping up and shutting down Mark. But, no, being able to drop kicks to this flaming tank area. Maybe it's his ping, maybe it's the reg, who knows. Alpha getting the better of Senzai there, as now Prof has to go massive. Maybe he can do just that. Does tag up Kexi once again. Not managing to drop him. One player to his right who's going to be coming around rather shortly, I can imagine. Look behind you, Prof, because Cesium's there. Shuts him down. 12-8, and this could be the last round that we see of this match.
Here we go, match point. It is on for Apex. I'm not too sure they were quite expecting this, but they are really performing well. CSGO seems to be working for Apex. Let's put it that way, because they've been hitting it hard over lately. And Alpha works his way through. Senzai does get a grenade frag on Mark though. Alpha trying to get top of garage. Will take a peek across. Pazazu takes down Cesium as well. It might not be over yet. It's a 3-on-5. Now, Alpha was just trying to even things out. Leo does take down Pazazu, but Senzai with that scope over at B. And Leo now coming round with the Deagle. He's got 2 ahead of him. 1 just around the side, but he chooses wisely to back up there towards Senzai's position. He knows he's over at B Sniper and he's going to scope up and take a peek. Takes a little pop up. Doesn't see him though. Takes another peek across the A, using his vision wisely. Meanwhile, Kexi with the bomb is a long way out. Leonidas getting spooked by a corpse. Peeks across, Kexi getting tagged, tries to take down Vatu there. Actually tagged him through the wall, tagging each other as it were. Oh, Leo just missing the shot though. Catches, through the wall. Beautiful stuff. Switches across. Can he find Senzai? No. Backs away. Goes towards A site. Grenade goes out. Doesn't find its man. It's a smoke down. I lied. He's not going to kill any with that unless it's a really good one. Oh, beautiful shot there. Didn't even see it coming. Kexi now is down and Leo's got to go big here. Can he close out the match? Of surely LowLandLions with a life save. Leo on the Deagle onto Batu. It's all on Senzai. Senzai making his way in. Scope on scope. Deagle on Deagle. Senzai keep LowLandLions in their new gaming house, or whatever you like to call it, in the game. It's not going to happen. Leo goes huge for his team, and it was a great interview from him at the start. He gave the banter, and he makes it count. Puts his money where his mouth is, Lauren.
Oh, you got to give the man credit where credit's due, and he went absolutely huge in that game. He did say he'd go big in the, I think he said he would go big in the second match and then average in the third, but he truly stepped up to the plate on that last map there, which was Backlot, and you have joined us in the grand final of the Exclello In-Win Cup, so thank you very much for joining us in this one. And it does seem as though Apex will be walking away with 5 brand new PC cases, so I'm sure a little bit of extra cash out of this will help their possible troubles at I-Series. So, thank you for tuning in so far, folks. It has been myself, Pansy, alongside, sadly, D-Man, who's been bringing back some weird terminology, trust you me. But do stay tuned for upcoming games, who knows. But subscribe to the channel and just keep in touch, folks.